U.S. Republican leaders unveiled a sweeping tax bill yesterday that would dramatically slash corporate rates and maintain the top tax bracket for millionaires, but the measure faces skepticism despite a push from President Donald Trump. Simmering disagreements persisted over what should end up in the largest tax overhaul since Ronald Reagan's 1980s presidency. The effort, conducted largely in secret in recent months, is seen by many Republicans as a shot at political redemption after they and Trump failed in their high-stakes bid to repeal and replace Barack Obama's signature healthcare reforms. This is it. This is a very important and special moment for our country, House Speaker Paul Ryan said as he and fellow Republicans announced the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. Ryan said a family of four would save an average of $1,182 a year under the new plan, which he hailed as an overhaul that will deliver real relief for working Americans. Trump applauded the bill as an important step towards tax relief, but he acknowledged the hurdles ahead in getting the controversial measure through Congress. "We are just getting started, and there is much work left to do," Trump said in a statement, while warning that special interest groups will seek to distort the facts. But in brief remarks in the Oval Office, the president said he expected to be able to give Americans a giant tax cut this year. "I really believe we will have it done before Christmas," he said. The Republican Party is under intense pressure to score a major legislative victory in 2017, but it will likely need to do all the heavy lifting as Democrats have united against the legislation. Senate rules allow for the measure to add $1.5 trillion to the deficit over 10 years. But with the cuts expected to cost far more, tax writers have scrambled to find other ways to boost revenues and cut spending to cover the costs. House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi reacted swiftly, blasting the new plan as a half-baked bill that would plunder the middle class in order to further enrich the wealthy. On paper, the bill condenses the existing 7 tax brackets to just 4, plus an effective 5th bracket at 0%. Critically, it keeps the top rate for wealthy taxpayers at 39.6%, rather than 35% as proposed in September under the White House tax outline. But it raises the threshold for the top bracket to $1 Minnesota for married couples, from the current $470,700, meaning a major tax break for people earning $500,000 or more annually. The corporate tax rate would be permanently lowered to 20% from 35%, a move Republicans insist will provide rocket fuel for the U.S. economy to take off. "We are going to make this economy boom," said Kathy McMorris Rodgers, chairwoman of the House Republican Conference. The bill roughly doubles the standard deduction that individuals and families can claim on their taxes, and expands the child tax credit, while eliminating a raft of deductions, including for alimony payments, moving expenses, and some medical expenses among others. It also eliminates the estate tax on money inherited by Americans through the death of a parent, beginning in 2024, and repeals the alternative minimum tax. And it limits the home interest deduction to loans up to $500,000, from the current $1 Minnesota. With the release of the highly anticipated bill, the hard sell begins. Some rank-and-file members from high-tax states like New York and New Jersey had soured on a plan to curb local tax deductions as a way to help cover the cost. A compromise was struck, so that homeowners will be able to write off property taxes up to $10,000, while other state and local deductions are eliminated. At one point a controversial proposal was introduced that would limit Americans' tax-deferred contributions to their 401k retirement accounts. In the end it was left out of the bill, in what is seen as a victory for Trump. But his call to insert language that would ditch the Obamacare provision requiring individuals to have health insurance or pay a fine went unheeded.